And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. So Golden State will get the first possession. Here's Barrett. Pass to Chamberlain. Backs him down. That is good. And so it's Indiana with it. Jackson with it. Here's O'Neal. Now, here is O'Neal. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now Curry. Pass to Mullen. From downtown. That's good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And here is Curry. Right side Curry. That's tipped. Pass to Jackson. Outside, George. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Outside Curry. There's the pick. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Oladipo, good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Curry. Into Wilt Chamberlain. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From 12 feet out, O'Neal misses. Thompson in the post. Outside for Curry. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here's Oladipo. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. The Warriors leading. Here's Thompson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And here's Jackson. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And Jackson gets it to go.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Outside Curry. Here's Mullen. Goes back up. Chamberlain down low. No good at the rim. And here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Now here's Jackson. Back to George. Now O'Neal. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a three. The shot no good. Here's Thompson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Can't get it to go. Indiana trailing here. George with the ball. Pass to Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Here's O'Neal. And fouled hard. That's good from O'Neal. And it's tied up with that one. And here comes Curry. There's the screen. Pass to Mullen. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. He has 5.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Now here's Jackson. The 3. Can't get it to go. Outside Mullen. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Golden State. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Trailing by 5. Back to O'Neal. Oladipo with the ball. Smits. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's the screen. 4 on the clock. Takes a 3. Indiana again missing. Now Curry. 6 points for him. Here's Barrett. Here's Barrett. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the Pacers call time here. Now here's Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Oladipo hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Pass to Thompson. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Now Oladipo. He has 6. Now George. Back to O'Neal. Backs him down. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
They set the screen. Jackson comes over with the double. Curry with it. And here is Curry. 6 points for him. Thompson left side. And he nails the jumper. He has 5.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Guarded by Curry. Now, here is O'Neal. Jackson with it. Left side Jackson. And he gets it to go. And here are the Warriors now. It's a 5-point game. And here's Thompson. Wide open look. No good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Jackson. Outside, George. Pass to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Outside Jackson. On deep. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Thompson. He's got 5. Now Curry. Right side Curry. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now Jackson. 5 points in the game. Pass to McGinnis. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Warriors leading. And here is Hardaway. And here is Green. Back to Hardaway. Left side Durant. Now Green. Now here is Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Davis. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Person. And it's the Pacers with the ball. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that jet.
On the free throw, no good. Now here's Durant. Pass to Davis. Outside Hardaway. Back to Davis. This one for 3. That's good. Rose with the ball. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. Here's Hibbert. Back to Rose. Person.
Been a bit ugly so far. I mean, it looks like they're still half asleep out there. Wake them up.
Outside Durant. Outside Hardaway. And there's the rejection. And here comes the break. Pass to Person. Back to Jackson. Here's Person. And it's blocked. Dives for it. Now Hardaway. Durant with it. Launches a 3. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Outside, Davis. Outside Durant. Davis. Blocked. Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot's good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here is Davis. The lead is 2. Lets the 3 fly. Count that one.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pass to McGinnis. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. The second quarter coming up right after. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them? Now Jackson. Pass to Person. It's good from about 19 feet.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Hardaway. Now Durant. Now here's Iguodala. Outside Davis. Hardaway with it. Hardaway with it. No luck. Pass to Hibbert. Here's Person. Outside Rose. Here's McGinnis. 6 feet out. It's blocked. A reverse. Hibbert inside. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the layup is good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
McGinnis' shot is off.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside, Davis. Out to Hardaway. And the Warriors miss again. Indiana trailing here. Outside Jackson. Pass to Rose. Person. Six on the shot clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Davis. He's got 6. Looking to end the drought. That's good. 8 points for him.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And here's Jackson. Timeout called the Pacers. The Pacers making a switch here. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Williams. Stevenson with it. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside, Davis. Here's Iguodala. Back to Davis. And here's Richmond. Now Davis. Fires from deep. That drops.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Stevenson. Now Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala outside. And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Outside, Davis. Back to Iguodala. Off target from outside. Stevenson with it. Pass to Jackson. Left side Jackson. Now here's Stevenson. Here's Person. Here's Williams. The 15-footer. That's blocked. Iguodala outside. From deep. Good. He has 6.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
And here's Stevenson. Pass to Person. And here's Stevenson. Stevenson with it. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Outside, Davis. Left side, Durant. And that one's good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Jackson with it. He's got 7. Back to Williams. Pass to Jackson. Here's Person.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Right side Davis. Durant with it. Outside Durant. Back to Davis. And another 3 for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Pass to Jackson. And Baron Davis picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Indiana making some changes. Warriors on D. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Now Williams. Now Oladipo. Clock at 4. Good on the shot. 8 points for him.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. Now Chamberlain. He's against Williams. Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he is also a very savvy on the ball defender. He'll turn a crossover into a turnover if you try it against him.
Now here's Oladipo. Back to George. Now Stevenson. Now here's Oladipo. 8 points for him. Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. The Pacers making a change here. Smits. O'Neal misses.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Outside Mullen. Pass to Chamberlain. And another basket for Golden State.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Now Stevenson. Now here's Oladipo. Here's Oladipo. 5 on the clock. Now Stevenson. The shot. No good off the back of the rim.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grip.
And the shot is good. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 14. Pass to O'Neal. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Curry. Launches it. Paul George grabs the miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And here's Stevenson. Back to George. Lets it go with the 3. Tries again. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson with it. Thompson left side. Here's Barry. A 3 ball. And he gets it to go.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Here's Stevenson. Oladipo with the ball. Smits. Shot from the low block. And that one's good. Now here's Curry. He's got 8. They set the pick. Back to Mullen. Right side Mullen. Pass to Chamberlain. Clock is at 3. Paul George with the steal. Now Oladipo. 8 points for him. Now here is O'Neal. Backing in. And the baseline jumper no good. Here's Thompson. Off the screen. And here is Curry. Here's Mullen. The rebound by Paul George. Stevenson with it. Now Oladipo with the shot. It's hauled in by Barry. Curry with it. Here's Barry. Here's Barry. Here's Chamberlain. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 8.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Outside, George. And here's Oladipo. Smits. Smits. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Now, here's Curry. 8 points for him. Pass to Thompson. There's the three. Another three for Golden State.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Parker would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
You know, the chances, Kevin, of that happening are extremely slim.
They set the pick. Back to George. And here's Stevenson. 4 on the shot clock. Now, here's Stevenson. George. No good. Got it up. No good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Warrior. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Pass to Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Oladipo with the ball. Oh, that's blocked.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Thompson misses. And here are the Pacers now. It's a 16-point game. There's a screen. Now Oladipo. A floater. Oladipo, good. 10 points for him.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Timeout called the Warriors. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here, three-pointer. There's the bucket, good. 8 points for him.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
Now Jackson. He's got 7. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. Here's Mullen. And the 3 off target.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Back to Jackson. There's a good screen. Chamberlain brings the double team. 6 to shoot. Outside, George. No good on the 3. And here is Curry. 17-point lead, their biggest. Hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now here's Jackson. Curry brings the double. O'Neal with it. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Jackson. Can't hit. Right side, Mullen. Curry. Off with the layup. Here's Jackson. 7 points in the game. Chamberlain brings the double team. Outside Jackson. Now here is George. That's good. He's got 10.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to Thompson. For the three. Another three for Golden State.
Very true, Steve. I mean, he's also one of those guys who doesn't take long at all to get on a roll offensively. He's a fun player to watch when he gets hot.
And the Pacers call time here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. A nice shot by George.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Curry. Here's Thompson. The three-pointer, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Now here's Jackson. And he gets it to go. He has 6.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Outside Curry. They set the pick. Back to Thompson. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And here's Oladipo. He's got 10. Outside, George goes up to the stripe, and he hits the jump shot.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Good.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Now here's George. Oladipo with the ball. And O'Neal backs in. Outside, George. Smits. They get it back. Another shot. Misses the layup. Here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. Thompson left side. And that one's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside Jackson. Back to George. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 6.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. There's the pick. Another three for Golden State. Now here's Jackson. He has 7. Pass to George. It's up a 3. That's good.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Now here's Thompson. 15 points in the game. Outside Mullen. Curry. Back to Mullen. Pocket 6. Outside Mullen. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
It's blocked. Here's Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Guys, he's shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now Curry. 17 points in the game. Here's the screen. And here's Thompson. Back to Curry. Left side Curry. From the arc. Count the bucket. 20 points for him. And so it's Indiana with it. Oladipo with the ball. 13 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Pass to George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 12.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Thompson outside. Into Wilt Chamberlain. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Now here's Curry. He's got 20. Thompson right side. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He's got 17.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Pass to George. And the Pacers another 3.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
There's a screen. Here's Thompson. Blocked. Kicks it out to Mullen. Here's Barry. Here's Barry. 8 points for him. Taken away. Smits. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
Yeah, and they've got to jump at the chance to actually stretch this thing out even more.
Good point. Now Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Outside, George. Shot from the top of the key. The Warriors pull it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Barry. Now, here's Mullen. Here's Barry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 18. Jackson with it. Back to George. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. 11 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Indiana making some changes. And stolen by Hibbert. Now here's Jackson. Here's Hibbert. Green with the rebound. And here is Hardaway. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Richmond buries the long-range jumper. Jackson with it. Outside Rose. Pass to Person. And here's Hibbert. Misses, and he wants that one back. Deflects the pass, and he gets the bucket.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
And here we go with Tim Hardaway. Now Durant. Back to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And the Warriors with possession here. They lead by 17. Thurman. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Richmond. Tipped away. Stolen by Rose. Pass to Jackson. Here's Person. Here's McGinnis. Now here's Jackson. Outside Rose. Just 3 to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. Again, Indiana.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Now here's Hardaway. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Richmond outside. And stolen by Hibbert. Pass to Person. And here's Jackson. Now here's Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Person. The 9-foot shot. Here's Hibbert. Banked in off the glass.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
And here's Golden State. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And he gets it to go. Jackson with it. Pass to Rose. Here's Person. Back to Rose. Hibbert. Person. Here's Person. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Hibbert. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Richmond outside. Back to Hardaway. And it's rejected. Here's Person. Person with the bucket.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
Now here's Hardaway. Back to Richmond. Hardaway. It's rebounded by Indiana. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Jackson. Person. Pass to McGinnis. Shot denied. Outside Hardaway. Outside Green. Back to Hardaway. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Pass to Person. Fires the 3. Now here's Jackson. Blocked. Now Hardaway. Offside Hardaway. Shot is blocked. Here's Person. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Hardaway. Richmond. Now here's Jackson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Rose. Here's Person. Let's go. Hibbert with a second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Good.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Now Hardaway. Outside Green. Richmond left side. Just 4 to shoot. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Rose. Pass to McGinnis. Backing down. Jackson with it. Gives him the lead pass. And he gets it to go. And here we go with Mitch Richmond. And here is Hardaway. Throws it up high. 4 on the clock. Pass to Durant. Fires for 3. Another three for Golden State.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Outside Jackson. Here's McGinnis. Outside Rose. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Stolen by Jackson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now, Hardaway. Pass to Green. Right side, Green. Pocket 6. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Indiana. And it's Indiana's ball. 11-point game. Left side Jackson. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. There's the pick. Plenty of space. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Curry with it. Pass to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The Pacers making a change here. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 9 points. Jackson with it. And here's George. Back to Jackson. Chamberlain with the rebound. Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Thompson right side. Here's Curry. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. He's got 22.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Smits. And that one's good. Here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. O'Neal with the rebound. Indiana trailing here. Outside, George. And the shot is good.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Here comes Curry. Here's Barrett. Back to Curry. Thompson finds himself wide open and drills it. 19 points in the game. Here's George. Fires the three. And that is good.
He is sizzling from the arc.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Barrett. Into Wilt Chamberlain. And he gets it to go.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Now Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Jackson. Outside for George. Again, Indiana.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Here comes Curry. Thompson with it. Here's Thompson. Left side Curry. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Jackson with it. No good. Ooh, they held a 23-point lead. Paul George with the steal. Here's Oladipo. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that... So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And
the free throws go down and the lead goes up.
And the Pacers call time here. Guys, what's your take? To the middle. O'Neal inside. Yes! And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Indiana. From deep. And here's George.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job embodying up his man.
He gets the first net. And so he drops them both. The timeout called the Pacers. Guys, your thoughts? Indiana making some changes. And the Pacers with possession here. Knocks down the trifecta.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's...
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here's Jackson. Missed. So he's in the Warriors. Stephen Curry.